come, fight, they destroy, they corrupt. It always ends the same.
It only ends once. Anything that happens before that is just progress.
When you talk about the hero's journey with Lost, this story has been told time and time again and appears in every sort of great piece of literature.
Each one of us was brought here for a reason.
And who brought us here, John?
The island.
I'm one of the survivors of Oceanic Flight 815.
The hero's journey, I think, is kind of embedded in what we do as storytellers.
My generation of storytellers, our primary inspiration was Star Wars.
Turns up whenever he wants, like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Star Wars, in and of itself, was the hero's journey, was Joseph Campbell, was Greek mythology.
Two sides. One is light, one is dark.
In all these stories, you follow reluctant participants in epic adventures.
I've looked into the eye of this island.
You see the growth of these characters as they develop into their heroic personas.
If we can't live together, we're gonna die alone.
The crash of Flight 815, it's a big call to action. These guys, you know, once they got to the island, had some big choices to make.
내가 어디로 가든지 꼭 따라와.
This plane crash changed all the characters around.
A thing that resonates in the hero's journey, the thing that we can all relate to as viewers, is this idea of the call. This idea that you have to go accomplish something.
What if everything happened for a reason?
Hero in reality is a normal human being who's faced with a situation and they either go one way or another.
You ready?
In the aftermath of a fiery crash, people were dying and people were injured. Seeing a man in a suit sort of running and jumping over wings, barking orders. Move! That was a crisis moment in which roles were sort of established.
Give it a break. Whatever you say, Doc. You're the hero.
From the beginning, Jack, as the leader, as the doctor, is thrust in the role. And there's times that he resists it and he doesn't want it.
In the hero's journey, the hero always refuses the call.
Why do you find it so hard to believe?
Why do you find it so easy?
There is an iconic structure to these things. You've got a hero, and he's not interested at all in your mission, and then he gets roped in somehow, and then he finds himself taking charge.
No! Hey!
Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right.
One of the things that we thought that we could do that was a little bit different as it regarded the hero's journey was, instead of saying, this is Luke Skywalker's journey, maybe we could do it with 16 heroes.
I didn't pluck any of you out of a happy existence. You were all flawed.
It is interesting that the heroes they selected came from people who were not hero material.
He's never believed he was as much of a hero as he actually is. We can relate to a sort of a more modern definition of heroism if our heroes are flawed and they do have doubt and they do have fear.
You look at someone like Sawyer, who, the con man, and he's only out for himself.
No way in hell you're getting my spot on that raft. He's a reluctant hero. He doesn't ever want to be a hero. He's just instinctual.
Sawyer started out trading people for suntan lotion, became a hero at the end. You know, willing to jump out of a helicopter so that his friends can leave and the girl that he loves.
The island has made him face his humanity.
There's something in Jacob's philosophy that is, we are all capable of heroism. We are all capable of greatness.
What I liked about Hurley, what leadership he showed was always kind of subtle. He's just trying to get everyone to make it to tomorrow.
She'll be okay, dude.
He definitely steps up in season 6. He's got the confidence of Jacob told him to do it, and kind of goes from there.
There are consequences to being chosen, because destiny is a fickle bitch.
The show, as it's constructed, presents these characters with situations where they can be heroic constantly.
Run!
We all want to believe that there's something in all of us that is capable of triumphing over conflict, adversity, evil.
In every situation that's dire, Kate is the first one who picks up a gun and gets somebody's back.
I think a lot of people feel safe around Kate. Run! Her heroism comes in her ability to kind of be a little bit of glue that connects people.
You did a good thing. You're taking care of everybody.
When the circumstances require it, heroes do whatever is necessary to protect people, to do the right thing, to do what needs to be done.
What our society sort of affixes to heroism are these ideas of sort of bravery, selflessness.
If you take that definition of a hero, to sacrifice yourself or be willing to sacrifice yourself for something you believe in or someone you believe in, I think you could apply that to every single character on the show.
You have to convince him to come back. How am I supposed to do that? You're gonna have to die, John.
You know, the ultimate sacrifice is to give up your life.
Charlie went down to that place so we could all be rescued.
I wanted you to be able to go home.
But he was prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice. You could see that moment as heroic.
Goodbye, John.
Saeed is a character who starts out as a Republican guard in the Iraqi army.
Are you ready to talk?
We sort of came out of the gate saying he's irredeemable. But what we don't count on is that the audience loves him no matter what he does.
There are aspects to his character that are indeed heroic and romantic.
I don't deserve you.
He actually turns out to be one of the most selfless, heroic characters on the show.
There is a part of him, there is a part of his heart that he believes is pure.
Who's to say that we are all not redeemable in some way? We are all capable of ascending to a different level. It's just a question of when.
Please go.
I love you, son.
I love you.
Drink this.
I think it's a very interesting thing that a man of science becoming a kind of guardian of faith in a way. That makes him worthy. He passed the gauntlet, so to speak, of reason and went beyond.
Now we're the same.
The whole series of Lost, I believe, in some respects, will, on one level for Jack, will be about him actually becoming that part of him that is that hero.
Thematically, we were trying to have the audience understand that there's good and bad in all of us, and we all battle our own internal demons, and sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. And that is the essence of the human condition.
This is what has to happen. This is what I'm supposed to do.
It doesn't matter if it's Darth Vader or Zeus or your boss, who is just a huge jackass. That idea of saying, there is something that I have to accomplish in my life, and I can overcome it, is I think what makes that myth such a timeless myth.